So net migration has trebled since the last election, and that to a record high, really. And that has reflected particularly big increases in work migration. So Office of National Statistics will tell you that there has been a big increase. That's now the biggest factor. Work visas have doubled over a series of years. Work migration, even in the last 12 months alone, has gone up by around 50%. We think that that is a problem. We think that net migration needs to come down, and that means you have to tackle the issues that have been driving that overseas recruitment by employers. So we support the measures that the government has introduced in recent months, and some further restrictions on visas. But we're also saying you've got to get to the heart of it. You've got to tackle those skills shortages. And we're setting up a new system that would link the immigration system and skills and training plans, workforce plans in the key sectors that are driving this.
And if your target, your hope, though, is to bring the numbers down by how much? So I'll ask you again, how many people should be allowed to come here?
So we're not setting a target. And the reason for that is because, partly because, to be honest, every time the Conservatives have done this, frankly, then they have just ended up being totally all over the place, ripping it up, and it's discredited the whole system.
But I'm asking what you would like.
No, I understand, just to finish the point. But also because from one year to another, there are variations. So, for example, the pandemic means the net migration figures, of course, fell, but the Homes for Ukraine visa rightly meant that the figures increased because of the war in Ukraine.
But people would like more clarity than just saying, oh, we won't set a number. Maybe you might want to set a goal of a proportion to bring it down. Last year, the most recent figures say net migration was 685,000 people. So when you say you want to bring it down, what do you mean? Do you mean by 1, by 1,000, by 100,000, by 200,000?
No, we clearly want to see significant changes in place because we have seen the numbers treble. We have supported the government's changes that they've made. Those have yet to play through, and those will lead to further restrictions on visas.
Already have been some falls, in fact. But I just want to press you on this point, because a few months ago, somebody one of your colleagues, the Shadow Chief Secretary, Darren Jones, told us a normal level would be around 200,000. So is that what you mean? Is that the kind of number?
Well, again, and I understand the question, and I know that you're effectively trying to suggest I set a target or a broad target. I'm not going to do that.